Hello, my name is Beth Gill, and I work at Dekalb Dental Center with Dr. Mitch Tatum. And I've come today to talk to you about the importance of good brushing habits, and we call that oral hygiene habits, visiting the dentist and snacks and all these kinds of things that'll keep your teeth healthier and your children's teeth healthier if you just understand a few things about it. First of all, I'm going to talk about brushing. We need to brush 2 times a day, brush every morning and every night. And if we can get another brushing in, like after lunch, that's great. If the kids are home or if you're at home, that is wonderful. And when we brush, we want to brush round in circles, not scrubbing back and forth. Round in circles is a much more gentle action and will get the job done. And we need to brush for 2 minutes, and that will get a good job done. We need to brush the outsides, the insides, the chewing surfaces, all surfaces of the teeth. Get them all brushed really good. Flossing is also very important, and flossing should be done 1 time a day is good. Now, if you can do more, that's wonderful, but 1 time a day is good, and it's best to do that at night because the cavity bugs have been fed all day long, and at night our salivary glow slows down, and so that when that flow slows down, that way we need to be extra clean at night, so the natural cleansing effect that our body has is not working as well because we're at rest. So if we floss and brush really good at night, that is wonderful. So go into the bathroom with your kids, and if you model for them what good habits are, they will learn them, they will remember them, and they will be much more likely to do them instead of sometimes when we just tell our kids what to do, they don't want to listen to good. That's just how it goes. So brush 2 times a day, brush for 2 minutes, floss 1 time a day, and just however long it takes you to do. A water pick is a wonderful addition. These kids are really too small for that, but that might be a good addition for you to help you with any problems that you have, or to prevent any problems that you might have someday. Prevention is awesome. It's a lot cheaper. So prevention is brushing, flossing, using a water pick is wonderful, but also coming and visiting the dentist. So if you have a checkup every 6 months, that way if there's any problem areas, like you're not brushing as good as you need to in one spot, we can explain it to you. If you're like you have a bad habit, you do get a cavity, maybe you might have a bad habit, because habits are very, very important too. And just to understand how it works, we all love to have a treat. But if we time them correctly, we can have them in a healthier way. So when we put sugar in our mouth, I'll just try to explain it to you that when we put sugar in our mouth, we form cavities for 30 minutes. That's how our system is worked. And then the system comes back, and so that you're not it's the pH in the mouth. That way you're not so cavity prone, you're not forming cavities then. There's actually some regeneration of the teeth that happen. So if you drink some sweet tea, if we drink some Gatorade, Cokes, just imagine Kool-Aid, just imagine all those things that we drink that have sugar in them. Well, energy drinks, that's another really, really bad one because of all the acid, and Cokes have acid. But anyway, when we take a drink, we form cavities for 30 minutes if we do nothing else. And so many people have the bad habit of actually taking a drink and then sipping on something for a long period of time, like having it by a computer and just sipping, like in a 15 minutes you take another drink. Well, that resets the cavity clock. And so here we are, another 30 minutes. So you're at 45. And that just goes on and on. So, like if you're going to have a treat, sit down, have your treat, and let it be over with. But now if you're going to sip on water. Water doesn't have any sugar in it, of course. It hydrates us, it makes us much more healthy, and so that should be what we sip on. But now, if you're going to sit down and have a meal or have a snack, sit down, drink your sweetened drink or whatever it may be, if that's what you want, and then that is just over in that 30 minutes. You're not causing that cavity, that sugar bath that happens. So, and of course, if we can teach our kids that there are better snacks than others, an apple is a good snack, any kind of vegetable. But when it comes to like Little Debbie's and things like that, we don't need to eat those as much or as often, at least. but carrots and broccoli and some carrots and some ranch dip. A lot of kids like that. Those kinds of things, if you can just imagine. So brushing and flossing and thinking about what we're putting in our mouth, and not letting the kids have a pack of Skittles, which is so tempting, not letting the kids have a pack of Skittles and letting them eat on them for an hour and a half. They're forming cavities that whole time. So maybe we can prevent a few cavities that way. We for sure can if we do a good job. So brushing, flossing, good snacks, coming and getting your checkups, and if we check you early and the cavity is small, it's so much easier, and it's even cheaper that way. And I can tell you, hey, maybe you're not brushing as well, or maybe you've started a bad habit that you had not had before. But we just thank you for letting us be here and talk to you today. And I'm excited to see you if you come to our office, but any office that you go to, that's wonderful. Let's just take good care of your teeth and take good care of your children's teeth.